Swear to God, I know this sounds like a joke. The real party where they got hit was upstairs. And I don't remember what happened, but they were actually rich kids and they sued my friends for going in, whatever the dumb shit they did.
Oh,
but
no.
We all went into the wrong party. And they were in there having like a couples thing. And they were playing like fucking Monopoly or something. And all of a sudden there was a knock on the door. Hey, is there a party? And then everybody just came fucking running in.
Can you imagine them?
That's what I'm saying. No, I felt, that's why I didn't want to tell, because I felt really like, yeah, I felt bad.
When I was in high school, the first real brawl that I ever saw was when I was like 17. I think I was a senior in high school. And there was a rich kid that moved into the neighborhood. He wanted to make friends. So he put on this crazy party. He just invited everybody. So kids from all kinds of different high schools were coming.
That's always good.
Yeah, Newton North, Newton South, a bunch of kids from all sorts of other places. And I happened to be at the right place at the right time when I saw it pop off. People were already robbing this guy. I saw people taking stuff out of bedrooms and running down the stairs with it. It was real sketchy because there was way too many people for this guy's party.
God.
But then this girl, I still to this day don't remember what she did. She either slapped this guy in the face or she threw a drink in his face. I don't remember. I think she slapped him. But what I remember is he uncorked a perfect right hand on her. He knew how to punch. Like, I remember thinking, wow, this guy's trained, because he snapped it.
Joe, always the commentator.
Listen, I've been doing it for a long time. But whatever she did, I'm pretty sure she slapped him. But he went like this. Blap! I mean, it was a perfect right hand. Hit her right in the face. Her head goes back. This guy behind her catches her. She's totally unconscious. And then, blah! Chaos, chairs flying, bodies piling it up, and I'm on the stairs. So I'm watching this through the railings. I see the guy punch the girl as I'm coming up the stairs. I see it all play out. I'm like, holy fuck. And I'm like, I got to get out of here.
Yes.
And there was I didn't hit anybody and nobody hit me. It was like a movie. Like, excuse me, pardon me.
Crawling out.
I fucking dodged everything. Meanwhile, I was fighting at the time. I was traveling to tournaments all over the country and fighting. So my friends were looking for me. They're like, go get Joe. And there's piles of people brawling. And I'm just ducking the piles. And then I ran into my friend Jimmy. And I'm like, where is everybody? And we gathered our friends and got in the car and drove off. We were laughing our asses off. But it was like, when we left, the cops were just starting to arrive. There was piles of kids beating the shit out of each other on the lawn.
Dude, I remember
my
friend who separated his shoulder in that fight. We popped it back in, and he went back up, threw a punch with the same arm, and missed. It came out again, and I remember him flopping on the ground like a fish out of water. Ugh. And afterwards, we said to him, like, dude, why didn't you throw the other hand? And he goes, because I wanted this hand to get its revenge. I swear to God. Like he had made his part of his body like a karate movie. Like he had to avenge his shoulder's death. Dude, and I have to tell you something. When people talk about, you're a funny comedian and blah, blah, the characters that I grew up with and what I loved about what they did and what they said was they weren't trying to be funny. Like he was dead serious.
He wanted revenge for this harm.
Yeah, and then we were driving home hammered. And we were three abreast in the fucking the pickup truck. It was this guy's dad's truck, and he had the flat top, so he's got dried blood on his forehead. And we're just driving home, and nobody's saying anything. And the dude in the middle has got these sunglasses on, and he's just sitting there like this. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he goes like that, scared the fucking shit out of me. And I was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And he goes, sorry. He goes, I took a little acid. He goes, I was looking at this bug. He goes, I thought it was on the windshield. He goes, it turned out it was on the inside of my glasses. Now, I don't know if that was true, but dude, there's no way you could ever reenact how much he flipped it, like how much you would freak out on acid if you thought a bug was over there, but then your mind told you that it was on the inside of your fucking glasses. And I just remember all three of us just crying, laughing, driving home at just the whole fucking situation. And that was like every weekend of my life for probably like 2.5, 3 years. Every single fucking weekend. And we used to go in to there was this club in this bar in Chelsea.
Oh boy.
Yeah, well, dude, I was such a baby face. That was the only place where you get served, right? So
That's a rough place.
yeah, it was, yeah. And they were like selling fucking blow out of there. So they didn't give a fuck if you looked like you were 12 years old like I was when I go up to order my vodka Collins. It was like the only drink.
How old were you?
I wasn't of age, like 19 or 20, probably 20. And I would go in there, and I just remember one time standing outside that bar, and there was this fucking dude who looked like Rob Halford from fucking Judas Priest, just fucking totally gacked out of his fucking mind, standing in front of his motorcycle. And he was telling this story about riding his bike and his drug thing. He got stuck. He just kept saying, I'm going around the apex. I'm going around the apex. I'm going around the apex, right? And I'm fucking hammered. And I'm like making fun of the guy in front of him to my buddy. I'm looking at my buddy and I'm so shit-faced. I'm going around the apex. I'm going around the apex. And he's hitting me because the guy's staring at me. Oh. Yeah, no, it was a, and I didn't understand, like, because I never did coke, so I didn't understand what was going on. I'm going to leave it at that. I didn't understand what was going on. But all I knew is I just seemed to be the guy that wanted to go home first. I'll leave it at that.
That was a fucking dangerous place. Boston was dangerous.
No, this is when I figured out what the fuck was going on. Was one time I went into the bathroom by myself to take a leak. And it was one of those things you walk in, there was a sink, there was a stand-up urinal, and then there was a stall, which just had one toilet. And I walked in and there was two fucking legs guys in there. And I was like, what the fuck are those guys doing? Right? So my dick's already out and I'm taking a piss. And they opened, like the thing, because it didn't have a latch, opened up and they had like they were doing blow. And I was taking a piss because it was weird. It was two guys in there and I kind of glanced over as I'm already pissing. I look over and this guy's all fucking hammered, like a little werewolf. He's like, what the fuck are you looking at? And I was just like, pee. Didn't wash my hands after that one. No, there was a lot. I don't know why. Because a lot of like easy targets really got hit, and I was beyond an easy target. And somehow I just never, I never asked. Yeah, I did, because I would have got really. I was not as tough as my friends were. My friends were fucking lunatics, But my grade was cool, but like the grade above me and grade below me, they were like some fucking. They were crazy
When I talked
kids.
to friends that grew up in other places, they would say they didn't have the same amount of fight stories. I think Boston is a particularly fighty place.
Fighty.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what. Yeah, there was something going on. But I mean, I think a lot of those east, like New York and, fuck, this thing's going out.